Christmas University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amal Rajan.
Hello and welcome to Christmas University Challenge, where we're about to play the second of this year's semi-finals. Tonight, the winners of the first ever edition of this alumni competition are taking on the champions of the most recent Christmas series. Whoever comes out on top will join Keble College, Oxford in the series final. In the first match of this year's tournament, defending champions Durham faced tough opposition in the shape of the Manchester team that finished runners-up in Series 10. After perhaps a little too much conferring in the first part of the match, Durham found themselves slightly behind going into the second picture round, but a very good run of answers in the last 5 minutes on world mythology, Jean-Paul Gaultier and symbols on ordnance survey maps took them to a final score of 200 against Manchester's 140. The team is returning tonight unchanged and consists of a professor of Byzantine art history at the University of Sussex, a writer and presenter on food, music and the arts, their captain, the Green Party MP for Bristol Central, and an award-winning digital journalist and content creator. Let's meet the team from Durham once again.
Hi, my name's Liz James and I graduated from Durham in 1985 with a degree in Ancient History and Archaeology.
Hello, I'm Tracy MacLeod and I graduated from Durham in 1982 with a degree in English.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Carla Denyer. I graduated in 2009 with a degree in mechanical engineering.
Hello, I'm Sophia Smith-Gaylor. I studied Spanish and Arabic at Durham and I graduated in 2016.
Our last semi-finalists this year are the team from Trinity College, Cambridge. Their winning score in round one was higher than Durham's, a very impressive 260, but their heat against Bristol was a little more one-sided, and the total number of points scored was a little lower. Trinity are, however, the only one of this year's semi-final teams to have scored at least 5 points on every single one of the bonus sets that they faced in their first match. Hoping to reach a second series final 14 years after their first are a maths teacher who won our student series in 1995, a novelist, screenwriter and former television producer, their captain, the creator, producer and writer behind shows including Blackadder and QI, and a journalist who presents Radio 4's Sunday. Let's hear the team from Trinity introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Robin Bhattacharya. I graduated in maths from Trinity in 1995 and stayed on and did research in pure maths at Trinity.
Hi, I'm Daisy Goodwin. I graduated in modern history in 1983.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm John Lloyd. I graduated from Trinity with a law degree in 1973.
I'm Edward Stratton. I graduated in English in 1979.
Well, it's very nice to see you all. Shall we begin? Fingers or buzzers, this is for a place in the final. Good luck. With slight variations in spelling, what given name links all of the following? The German inventor and namesake of the diesel engine.
Trinity Bhattacharya.
Rudolph?
Yes, Rudolph, as in diesel. Your bonuses then, Trinity, are on a film. Which comedy drama by Alexander Payne, released in the US in 2023, centres on a classics teacher chaperoning a group of students staying behind at a boarding school over the Christmas holidays?
The Holdovers.
Yeah.
The Holdovers?
Yes. Who won Best Supporting Actress at both the Oscars and the BAFTAs for her performance as the cafeteria manager Mary Lamb in the film? She has received other award nominations for her recurring role on the television series Only Murders in the Building.
It's not Selena Gomez, is it?
No idea.
I can't remember it.
Selena Gomez?
No, it's Davine Joy Randolph. In the film, what book does the teacher Paul give everyone as a Christmas present? According to him, this collection of Stoic philosophical notes by Marcus Aurelius is, quote, like the Bible, the Quran and the Bhagavad Gita, all rolled up into one.
Meditations?
It is the Meditations, yes, well done. Let's start the question. According to the title of a 2025 non-fiction book by John Green, everything is... what does it...
Dara Smith-Gaylor.
Tuberculosis.
Well done, it is indeed, yeah. Your bonuses are on the British architect Nicholas Grimshaw, who died in September 2025. In 1994, Grimshaw won the Rebert Building of the Year award for the original London terminus of the Eurostar, a long, staking, glass and steel roofed concourse added to the west side of which London mainline station?
That was Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Yes. Grimshaw's first major work outside the UK was a factory on the Vile am Rhine campus of which furniture manufacturing company, known for the licensed production of furniture by major designers including Charles and Ray Eames?
Vitro.
Vitro?
No, I can't accept that. I'm so sorry. It's vitra. I can't accept vitro. Bad luck. Quote, I asked for the eighth wonder of the world and I got it. Those words of Tim Smith refer to which of Grimshaw's works built on a former clay pit in Cornwall?
The Eden Project.
The Eden Project.
It is indeed. Yeah, no, start the question. I need the name of a composer and a piece of music here. The British composer Brian Newbold and the Chinese telecommunications company Huawei, the latter using AI, are among those who have attempted to complete what piece of music apparently discarded by its composer in the 1820s in the form of only 2 full movements and part of a scherzo?
Trinity Goodwin.
Schubert's Unfinished Symphony.
Yes, Schubert's 8th Symphony. Well done. Your bonuses are on early recipients of the Nobel Prize in Physics. Which British scientist won the prize in 1904, in part for his discovery of argon? He gives his name to the scattering of electromagnetic radiation that makes a sunlit sky appear blue.
John Rayleigh. Lord Rayleigh.
Yes, correct, yes. Philip Leonard won the 1905 prize for his work on what rays, streams of electrons observed in discharge tubes when a voltage is applied. They are named after the negative electrode in such tubes and were once used widely in television
Cathode
sets.
rays.
Yes. In 1901, which German scientist won the first Nobel Prize in Physics, quote, in recognition of the extraordinary services he has rendered by the discovery of the remarkable rays subsequently named after him?
Röntgen.
Yes, usually pronounced Röntgen, Wilhelm Röntgen. Let's start the question. There's a picture round now, and for your picture starter, you're going to see a diagram that shows European countries represented by Christmas greetings in their respective national languages. The position of each greeting roughly corresponds to the country's geographical position and the size of the text to its population. One country bordering all those represented has been omitted and replaced by a question mark. I want you to name it.
Trinity Sturton.
Is it Belgium?
It was Belgium. Well done, well worked out. The languages you saw were French, Dutch, German and Luxembourgish. Following on from that representation of Belgium and its neighbours, you will see 3 more similar diagrams with European countries represented by Christmas greetings in their national languages. In each case, name the country represented by the question mark for 5 points. First.
That's Russia. That's Bulgaria. That's...
Hungary.
Yeah, could be Hungary.
We'll go for Hungary.
No, it's Latvia. Second.
Oh, blimey. Romania? What do you think?
Well, the middle two are Cyrillic, aren't they?
Cyrillic,
So
that Bulgaria.
It could be Bulgaria.
Could be
Ukraine, could be Russia.
Yeah, could be.
Come on.
Go for Romania.
Romania.
No, it's Greece. Finally.
This is just mad.
Well, that's
Germany.
Hungarian, Bulldog, Parish, not next.
Well, it could be Czech.
Yeah.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Oh, bad luck. You were so close. It was Slovakia. Let's start the question. What 2 letters begin words with the following meanings? The uppermost zone of an aquatic ecosystem in which there is enough light for photosynthesis to occur. The clade that includes all placental mammals. The domain of organisms whose cells have a membrane-bound nucleus. An adjective coined by Suzanne Buttra to describe advanced social behaviour in animal species such as ants or bees. And, after an Italian physician, the narrow tube that connects the middle ear to the nose and throat.
Durham Denya.
EU?
It is EU. Well done. Well worked out. Your bonuses, Durham, are on winners of the T.S. Eliot Prize for Poetry. Sarah Howe won the 2015 prize for her debut collection, Loop of What Semi-Precious Stone? The title poem references a pendant of this milk green stone that was meant to bind legendary lovers Liang and Zhu.
Jade. Must be. Jade.
Yes. The 2023 winner was Jason Allen Paysant for his collection Self-Portrait as which Shakespeare character? One poem imagines this character's early life as a child soldier in his home country before men came looking for us, promising residences on the Canal Grande.
Maybe Othello.
Where's it?
Othello. You saw Othello, did you? No.
Yes, it sounds
We
right.
can go with it.
Sounds right. Let's...
Othello?
Well done, it is indeed. The name of what genre of poetry follows Fierce in the title of Peter Gizzi's winning collection? Coleridge defined it as the form of poetry natural to the reflective mind. It presents everything as lost and gone or absent and future.
So fierce and then a type of poetry.
Lyricism? I don't know. Let's say lyricism.
Yeah, it sounded quite sort of negative, so we can try it though. Fierce lyricism we're going to go with.
No. Enjoyed watching you try and work it out. No, it's the elegy. Let's start the question. Here's a quote. He is a Christmas pudding on legs, a prosthetised Venus of Willendorf, a leather-clad dame in a zipped-up mask. He fills the frame every time, in period photographs and videos, an enormous Australian with a shaved head and powerful calves, standing 6'3" and higher.
Durham McLeod.
Lee Bowery.
Well done. It is indeed. Your bonuses are on significant ice-free ports. Now the most populous city north of the Arctic Circle, which Russian city was founded on the Kola Peninsula in the 1910s to serve as a naturally ice-free seaport for the country?
Minsk isn't in Russia, is it?
Yes.
It is?
Minsk.
Minsk is the capital of Belarus. It's Murmansk that we're after. The northernmost ice-free port in the USA is which Alaskan seaport, the southern terminus of the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline? It was the namesake of an Exxon supertanker that ran aground nearby in 1989, resulting in a catastrophic oil spill.
Exxon Valdez is what I want to say, but that doesn't sound like it's in Canada.
Alaska even, but
Sorry, Alaska.
we can try it if you haven't got anything else.
Yes, I haven't got anything else.
Valdez.
Yeah, so it's pronounced Valdez, as Tracy said, yeah. The tanker's the Exxon Valdez. An important ice-free port on the Baltic Sea, the city of Klaipeda is the principal port and third largest city of which country?
I've never heard of it. I would Klaipeda. So Finland or Estonia, maybe? When I want to guess which one?
No.
Okay, Estonia.
No, it's Lithuania. Let's start the question. What given name links all of these people from Tudor England? The composer of the motet Spem in Alium, the...
Trinity, good win.
William.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points, who served 4 Tudor monarchs, the chief author of the 1549 Book of Common Prayer, executed for heresy by the 4th Tudor monarch, and the Lord Chancellor and humanist author executed after refusing to assent to the 1534 Act of Supremacy.
Durham James.
Thomas.
It is Thomas. Bad luck, Daisy. Your bonuses then, Durham, are on venues that hosted stops on Oasis's 2025 reunion tour. In July 2025, Oasis played 5 shows in which Manchester Park, the only ones not performed in a stadium. A hill in this park was dubbed Gallagher Hill by fans who gathered hoping to watch without tickets.
I don't know the names of any of Manchester's parks. Does anyone know any of them?
My mind's gone blank. Heaton Park?
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
I'm just saying Heaton, but I'm just
Okay,
making it
Heaton
up.
Park.
Yes. Oasis played 2 shows at the MetLife Stadium, one of only 2 American stadiums that's home to 2 different NFL teams. It is located in which state, despite both of its teams being named after a city in a different state?
That's confusing.
I'd guess California, because people are going to move to California. Like
Okay.
teams move to California.
Sure. California.
No, it's New Jersey. The opening 2 shows of the tour took place at which UK stadium, built in the mid-1990s in preparation for the 1999 Rugby World Cup?
Twickenham is all I can think of.
Yeah, I would have thought it was older than that, but let's go with that if we've got nothing else. Twickenham.
No, it's the Principality, or Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. Music round now, and for your music starter, you're going to hear an overture from an opera. For 10 points, I need the name of its composer.
Trinity Bhattacharya.
Verdi.
No, you can hear a bit more, Durham, but you may not confer.
Durham Smith-Gaylor.
William Tell.
I can't accept that. It was, of course, the William Tell overture, but I asked for the composer, which was Rossini. We'll take your music bonuses in a moment. Another side of the question now. Premiering in 2012 at the Old Red Lion Theatre in London under the title The Murder Before Christmas, before opening in the West End in 2014 and winning Best New Comedy at the 2015 Olivier Awards, what was the first full-length play created by Mischief Theatre, whose other...
Durham McLeod.
The play that went wrong.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear a bit more, but you may not confer, Trinity, whose other shows include The Comedy About Spies.
Trinity Goodwin.
The comedy about Christmas.
No, bad luck. Tracy, I'm so sorry. I can't accept that answer. It's the play that goes wrong. Another start of the question. Popular with long-distance cyclists and noted for its views of mountains, glaciers and lakes, the Carretera Austral, or Southern Highway, runs more than 1,200 kilometres through which country? From Puerto Montt to Villa O'Higgins, close to the border.
Trinity Bhattacharya.
Chile?
It is Chile, yes. Your bonuses then, Trinity. For your music starter a while ago, you heard Rossini's overture to William Tell, one of the pieces performed at the first ever Winter Proms, which ran from December 1901 to February 1902. For your bonuses, 3 more pieces performed at the first Winter Proms. I want you to name the composer of each. First, the composer of this overture.
Wagner?
Yes, Flying Dutchman. Secondly, this Central European composer.
Janacek.
No, bad luck is Dvorak. With the Slavonic dances. Finally,
Mozart?
it is Mozart, yeah, the Don Giovanni overture. Now let's start the question. Discovered because of a bleeding disease in cattle that ate mouldy hay, which drug was named after the Wisconsin Alumni Research Foundation, which funded its development in the 1940s? It was used as a rat killer, then later for clinical use as a blood thinner, notably given to President Eisenhower after...
Trinity Goodwin.
Warfarin.
It is warfarin, yes, well done. Given to him after a heart attack. Your bonuses, Trinity, are 3 questions on types of snowflakes. Described by the Met Office as perhaps the most eye-catching type of snowflake, what word is used for flakes that comprise a hub surrounded by fern-like branches? Derived from the Greek for tree-like, this word is also used to describe the branched ends of nerve cells.
Dendritic.
Yes, I'll give you that. What word follows bullet in the name of a snowflake made up of multiple large crystals surrounding a single ice grain? In zoology, this word is used to describe the spots on big cats such as leopards and jaguars.
I don't know.
Rosette. Both dendrite and plate snowflakes come in varieties described by what adjective, so called for their resemblance to specific astronomical objects?
I don't know what astronomical objects are there. Stars,
Comets.
planets, nebula.
Nebula.
Nebula?
No, stellar. Another starter question. In Jamaica, what 6-letter common name is given to the plant elsewhere known as roselle or hibiscus sabdarifa, which is used to make a sweet, tart, bright red, spiced drink without...
Trinity Goodwin.
Hibiscus.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear more of the question, but you may not confer, Durham. Spiced drink without which, it is said, no Jamaican Christmas is complete. In the UK, this word usually refers to an unrelated plant in the genus...
Darren Smith-Gaylor.
Sorrel.
It is sorrel. Well done. Your bonuses, Durham, are 3 questions on syrups used in cocktails. What term is used in bartending for a rich syrup, usually with a ratio of 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, that has been further thickened with a stabiliser obtained from the acacia tree?
I can only think of sugar syrup.
But it's thickened with something from an acacia tree. I have no idea. Is it something syrup?
Something gum. Don't know.
No, pass, sorry.
Should have said gum syrup. Bad luck.
Oh.
Gum or gom syrup is the answer I wanted. Traditionally a rum-based liqueur, but often prepared today as a non-alcoholic syrup, which cocktail sweetener of Barbadian origin is based on a mixture of sugar and lime juice flavoured with spices? One prominent brand prefaces its name with velvet.
Oh, I know this.
Come on.
Cordial.
No, this isn't right, but cordial.
No, it's falernum. Bad luck. Used in cocktails, including the tequila sunrise, the syrup grenadine is made from which fruit?
Pomegranates, because
That's what the word suggests.
yeah, pomegranate.
Yes, brings the scores level. Let's start the question. A hanging scroll depicting a tiger in falling snow is understood to be one of the last works completed by which artist before his death in 1849? His winter landscapes include a view of a pontoon bridge at Sano and morning after a snowfall at Koishikawa, the latter being one of his 36 views of Mount Fuji.
Trinity Goodwin.
Hokusai.
It is Hokusai, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on a mythological figure. In Greek mythology, which inventor and craftsman was the architect of the labyrinth on Crete in which the Minotaur was imprisoned?
I don't know.
Daedalus.
Who's the...
Come on.
Pass.
It's Daedalus. In Ovid, Daedalus is said to have been so jealous of his nephew's inventing talent that he threw the boy from the Acropolis, whereupon Athena saved him by turning him into what bird? This bird's scientific name comes from that given in different sources to either the nephew or his mother, Perdix.
Partridge?
Yes. Daedalus's flight from Crete on artificial wings is said to have taken him to the court of King Kokolus on which island? This island lies west-northwest of Crete, more than 750 kilometres away.
Rhodes.
No, it's Sicily. Let's start a question. It's a picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a portrait of a notable figure in the arts. For 10 points, give me his name.
Trinity Goodwin.
William Ruskin.
No? Anyone from Durham?
Durham Smith-Gaylor.
John Ruskin.
It is John Ruskin. Daisy, bad luck. Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. It is John Ruskin. For your picture starter, you saw Victorian artist and critic John Ruskin. 2025 marked 150 years since the establishment of his namesake art collection in Sheffield, now housed at Sheffield's Millennium Gallery. For your picture bonuses, Durham, you're going to see 3 pieces from that collection, 5 points for each artist you can name. First, this artist and naturalist.
Audubon.
Nominate James.
Audubon.
Yes. Secondly, this study for stained glass is by which British artist and contemporary of Ruskin's?
Burne-Jones.
Yes.
Nominate MacLeod.
Burne-Jones.
Well done, yes. And finally, this German artist?
Dürer.
Nominate James.
Dürer.
Yes, it is Albrecht Dürer. Well done. Let's start a question. Which British author wrote, quote, "And oh, the wicked fool I seemed in every kind of way to be here and hauling frozen ropes on blessed Christmas Day." In his 1888 poem, Christmas at Sea. The poem was published the same year as his historical novel, The Black Arrow, as well as the year he began his voyages to a number of Pacific...
Durham James.
Stevenson.
It is Robert Louis Stevenson. Well done. 3 questions for you on the feeding habits of whales. What word precedes net in the name of a hunting practice used predominantly by humpback whales, in which a large quantity of air is released underwater in order to trap krill?
I would guess bubble, because they like release bubbles. So bubble
I
net.
love it.
Or air net, but I reckon bubble.
I'll go for fart.
Bubble.
Yes. What name is given to the feeding strategy employed by fin and blue whales, as well as humpbacks, which involves quickly taking enormous mouthfuls in food-dense patches of water?
I mean gulping, basically, but I've no idea what the word is.
Let's just say gulping.
Gulping.
Gulping?
Yes, I'll accept that. We were looking for lunge feeding, but it is sometimes known as gulping. Your final bonus. Certain types of whales can entrap many kilograms of krill during a single lunge feeding dive by forcing water through what filter-like structure in their mouths?
What do they call it? Is it baleen? Is that the
Yes.
word? Baleen, is that it?
Sounds good.
Yes, I think it is.
Baleen?
Yes, correct. Well done. Now let's start the question. Headquartered in Vienna since 1965, which international organisation's 12 current member states include Venezuela, Nigeria...
Trinity Bhattacharya.
OPEC.
It is OPEC, yes. Your bonus is 3 questions on sporting achievements of 2025. In May 2025, tennis player Novak Djokovic claimed the 100th title of his career. 2 other men have achieved this feat in the Open era. Roger Federer and which American player who won 8 Grand Slam singles titles between 1974 and 1982?
Jimmy Connors.
Yes. In July 2025, England cricketer Joe Root overtook which Australian player to become the 2nd highest run scorer in
Ponting.
Test history?
Ricky Ponting.
Ricky Ponting.
Yes, Sachin Tendulkar's in first place. Also in July, which 19-year-old Arsenal forward was named UEFA Women's Euro 2025 Young Player of the Tournament?
Agumang. Agumang.
Agumang.
Yes, Michelle Agerman, yeah. Let's start the question. I need a 2-word answer here. Nicknamed the Snowman due to its distinct shape, the small Kuiper Belt object, Arakoth, became the most distant object ever explored by a spacecraft when which interplanetary space...
Trinity Bhattacharya.
I'm afraid if you buzz, you
Boy,
must
did
answer. You
two.
lose 5 points. You can hear more of the question, but you may not confer, Durham. Space probe flew past it and took images in January 2019. 4 years earlier, this probe had also been the first spacecraft to explore Pluto up close. No? Quickly.
Durham Dinya.
I think this is wrong, but asteroid belt?
No, it's New Horizons. Let's start the question. In March 2025, Great Britain won the Men's Emerging Nations Championship of which team sport, defeating the hosts and favourites Bulgaria in the final, 29-25. Earlier in the year, Denmark won the Men's World Championship for more established nations in the sport, with both tournaments being organised by the sport's governing body, the IHF.
Durham Denia.
Handball?
Yes, your bonuses, Durham, are on Jean-Paul Sartre. In each case, you may answer in English or French. What word completes the three-word adage that Sartre used to explain a key tenet of existentialism, namely that humans have no pre-given nature that determines us? Existence precedes what?
Nature? Go on. What did you say?
Being. Oh, être ou néant.
Come on.
Nothingness. Nothingness.
Nothingness.
No, it's essence. What two-word term does Sartre use for a state of self-deception in which humans fail to assert their freedom, for example, by conforming to external
I
pressures?
think it's bad faith.
Bad faith.
Correct. Finally, in his 1944 stage work, Huis clos, or No Exit, how does Sartre describe l'enfer, or hell?
Other people.
Other people.
Other people.
Yes, let's start the question. After a break of 15 years, which animated television series created by Mike Judge and Greg Daniels returned in August?
Darren McLeod.
King of the Hill.
It is King of the Hill, yes. Your bonuses are on ways of cutting diamonds. All three answers begin with the same letter. What round diamond cut typically has 57 or 58 facets, mostly triangular or kite-shaped? The name of this cut is an adjective meaning amazing or lustrous.
Brilliant.
Probably.
That's good.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yes. What vintage diamond cut takes the form of a multifaceted teardrop? Its name originates from a French term meaning little prune, derived from the name of a commune in southeastern France.
Bagnon.
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 Nominate McLeod?
Oh, bagatelle.
No, it's briolette. Finally, what name is given to a diamond cut into an oblong shape with long facets and square corners? It shares its name with both a type of handbag and a type of bread.
Oh.
Baguette. Baguette.
Baguette?
Yes. Let's start the question. What name is shared by a traditional Christmas game in which participants take raisins from a dish of burning brandy and a showy garden flower whose cultivars include...
Durham James.
Snapdragon.
It is Snapdragon, yes. Your bonuses are on Christmas in the White House. Held in 1800, the first ever White House Christmas party was hosted by which president alongside his First Lady, Abigail?
I didn't listen to the year
Abigail.
properly, so I don't
Come on.
Yeah, me neither.
Lincoln.
Lincoln?
No, it's John Adams. In the 1890s, which president was the first to decorate a Christmas tree with electric lights in the White House?
Wow. No idea.
I don't know.
Come on.
Pass.
It's Grover Cleveland. In 1980, Jimmy Carter turned on the White House Christmas tree's lights for only 417 seconds, one for each day that a group of hostages had been held at the American embassy in which city?
Oh, I remember this story.
Come on.
Mine's gone blank. My mind's gone blank.
It didn't say, it just said American Embassy.
Hurry up.
Tehran.
OK, Tehran.
It is Tehran, yes. Let's start the question. Which British author, born in Ealing in 1899, also had a successful career as an aeronautical engineer and founded the company Airspeed? His novels exploring themes of aviation include No Highway and Landfall, while among his better-known works are...
Trinity Lloyd.
Neville Shute.
Yes, your bonuses, Trinity, are on fictional characters. And now they go on Trinity at 125, Durham 185. Oh, Trinity, you did so incredibly well. We've loved having you back. How have you enjoyed the experience of coming back after all these years?
Great.
Good fun.
Yeah?
Good fun.
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking. Well, at least you're honest, Daisy. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you all over again. Durham, I think the key thing is that you started properly this time, which is something you haven't been doing so much in the past. And you beat a very, very, very strong team in the end by 60 points. So well done. Through to the final. We're going to see you again. I hope you'll join us too for the grand final of this Christmas University Challenge. But until then, it is goodbye from Trinity College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Durham.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.